Represent your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best. When we do what we know, so let's go. I told y'all. Man. I look. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. Share me with your family, man. Working, always working. And I told y'all, if you become a member, you get all the videos as they're coming out. Members first. Members is always first. I appreciate y'all, members. Hey, I appreciate you if you're not a member. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, man. Help your boy out with this algorithm. I appreciate it. Get down in them comments too, man. I like to have conversations too. Get the conversation started. Anything you may say, whether it's constructive criticism, whatever, man, helps me out, helps you out, and it gets the conversation started on a lot of topics. But we talking about women's basketball right now, the NCAA women's basketball. Shout out to the women. And I knew that this was going. I told y'all Notre Dame was going to turn the tide. Notre Dame right now is the number one seed in the country. I told y'all about Notre Dame. They are a complete team. Notre Dame is a complete team, man. They don't really show any signs of weakness. Like that's the crazy thing about Notre Dame. And Kovar, I believe, is a freshman. Let me get her exact name because I believe she's a freshman, dog. Like, and be putting in crazy work on the basketball court. Like, and it's just like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kate Koval is a freshman. And I think Kate Koval is getting like 10 minutes a game, and comes in and is very valuable. Big body chick too, man. Come in there, big size, and using that size, that weight, and knows exactly how to use it for advantage on a basketball court, and is a phenomenal player. May I add, she just is. But that team is just complete all the way through. So Sonia Cintron, Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, Latoya King, Maddie Westbell, like and you just and they just hit and they play as it. They're so much. They gel together so well. They are like they're my heavy favorite to win this whole tournament. I don't think nobody can beat Notre Dame. No, Notre Dame can only beat themselves. Same thing with Texas. Texas, I think, can only beat themselves. Texas and Notre Dame as two teams. I like UConn too. UConn SC. I like SC. Texas is a tough team, very physical on the court. I really like the way they play ball. UCLA number 3. I just think that UCLA with Lauren Betts, you take Lauren Betts away from UCLA and you leave those guards exposed until I actually see those guards at UCLA on the women's side of basketball, until I can see those guards take over a game, and with Lauren Betts not being Lauren Betts, then I'll be like, okay, UCLA can win this tournament. But when you take Lauren Betts away from UCLA, the way that SC did, played tough with her down there, did not give her anything easy, you can beat them. I think that's the blueprint with them. I honestly believe that's the blueprint. And not only do I believe that that's the blueprint, but the coaches, the new polls believe that's the blueprint. They when they lost, and I know it was easy to say they were exposed, but you could say that sometimes in a loss, but I was correct with that because they moved down 2 spots. They've only lost 1 game. That nobody else in women's college basketball has lost just 1 game. You know what I mean? The UCLA has only lost 1 game and they're number 3, period. And that's because that loss showed that Texas and Notre Dame can beat you from in the paint or on the perimeter with their bigs, without their bigs, with their guards, or without their guards. Texas and Notre Dame are the two teams that can win like that, right? And I think, and SC also showed that they can. SC showed that they can take somebody out with the way that they play team ball, like how UConn does. UConn is very dangerous. They're quick. UConn has speed in every position, and I do think that this women's UConn team will get hot in the tournament, and they will be pushing into that Sweet 16 because they are serious at number 5. They are a serious number 5 team. I think UConn can beat anybody. UConn honestly can beat anybody. Notre Dame can also. They've proven that already, but UConn I think can. They lost 3 games, and I think you got to watch out for that UConn and South Carolina. Ashton Hawkins being gone is just hurting Don Staley's team so much because they got to get Chloe Kitts to step up and play tougher. Chloe Kitts has to play tougher. If Chloe Kitts could play tougher, UConn and South Carolina are almost they're not identical teams. I'm not trying to say that, but UConn's bigs can run. They're fast. They're athletic, and that's what Notre Dame does not have that, but they do got crafty bigs and it can shoot the 3. See, that's Notre Dame can score everywhere from you, but see, UConn and South Carolina can D you up and outrun you on the court. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes those two teams different. And you can put either one of them at 5 or 6. It don't matter. But right now, I think UConn is at number 5 and South Carolina is at number 6. SC is at number 4. UCLA is at number 3. Texas at 2, and Notre Dame is at number 1 right now. And then we got LSU at number 7. I just don't really know what's going on down there with the guards. They had an off night and they wound up losing another game. But the thing is, with Texas, right? And which guards is going to step up? KG got to step. When she play the way that she play, man, like nobody can mess with you, LSU, man. KG on that floor, Michaela Williams at the 3, KG, Flage. I think that's the set she got to go with. But Jersey Wolfenbarger got to want to play big. Jersey Wolfenbarger playing big, using that speed and being able to dribble and shoot off the dribble at the 4 is what she got to do, because Miracle Shepherd has stepped into that position and said, you know what, I'm getting how I live, and that's why Miracle Shepherd is coming into her own and getting more minutes on the court. If Jersey Wolfenbarger could do the same thing that Miracle Shepherd is doing and follow that blueprint, LSU has a very dangerous team because they have production. They have so many players that they got a full bench. They got a full 10 players. Just how South Carolina does when South Carolina is rolling, LSU is built that same way. The same way. They got a full 10 players that can get it in, that can absolutely ball. You know, when you talk China Day Wilson that came from Miami, Lester Poe, the Australian. That talked about Jersey Wolfenbarger, Miracle Shepherd. They got a couple young freshmen over there at LSU that can absolutely ball. You know, and it's just a shame that they can't. Anisha Morrow, don't let me forget Anisha Morrow. She's the heart and soul of that team, but she got a little bit banged up, and that's it. But we got the only thing is getting Aaliyah Del Rosario to step up and play. And the only reason why Aaliyah Del Rosario for LSU is not seeing the minutes on the floor that she wants to see right now is just simply because, and if I'm being honest, is because when she gets those rebounds, those putbacks, she's missing them. She's missing her putbacks, and she's not playing enthusiastic enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know she's a little bit more on the slower side, which can hurt that team in fast break situations because she doesn't get back fast enough. She tires out a little bit faster. I don't know if she's out of shape or what, but it's not going to help her in trying to move on to a different school if she wants to. She got to get some good film up at LSU, right? And it's hurting her because, and the reason why she's not getting minutes is because we just seen her, blow a lot of these putbacks. She's getting the rebounds. Aaliyah Del Rosario, she's tough as ever. She's from Brooklyn, or tough as ever. You know what I mean? Tough as ever, down low, very good presence, but just cannot. But the putback game is not there. And is once she get that putback game together, watch out, because I'm telling you, she'll be a force to be reckoned with. She's still a project, still developing. I think she should just stay put where she's at, stay with down there with Kim Mulkey, or maybe it may be time for her to move on to somebody like Dawn Staley, or try to get the UConn or Dawn Staley, because those are the only two places where I can see where they can develop besides Kim Mulkey the way that she does now. I'm not saying that uh Notre Dame can't, because I think Notre Dame could. Miss Coach Ivy can definitely get her together. Nia Ivy can get her together also. But will they take her with the film that she has? You know what I mean? Got to change that attitude and get in the game and be a team player. And I think that she'll be all right, because they're going to lead Aaliyah Del Rosario to play some viable minutes come tournament time, and to be able to step up against some of these other taller, bigger centers that's going to be playing in this tournament, right? Um, because their guards have carried that team so far. And Wolfenbarger got to play big. If not, Wolfenbarger has to play big, because one of the taller player on the team, Anisha Morrow, is going to get her double doubles regardless. Ohio State has been very inconsistent. I cannot see them being ranked above UNC or TCU right now, but they're at number 8. The Associated Press right now, I don't know what they're thinking, because Ohio State, they can be beat. The women's Ohio State basketball team can be beat. I know they're going through some tough. It gets tougher at this point right now, but I'm just, honestly, they fall apart as a team, and that cannot happen. And when you're trying to win a tournament, and when you're going into tournament play this late in the year, that can't happen. But I will say, on the women's side, these ranked teams will probably dominate the tournament, because they're ranked for a reason on the women's side. But I do think that any of these ranked teams can beat one or the other when it comes down to it, right? Because UNC playing more like a team right now. Ohio State has kind of went on a downslope as far as a team, right? UNC's on a 6-game winning streak right now, balling out on the women's side of and they're looking like a team. They're looking like a team. Same thing with SC, and same thing with UConn, right? A TCU, that they're inconsistent. I don't know what's going on. Haley Van Lev, she has to step up and be a leader. She's trying to lead that. She has been trying to lead that team. The little bit of bad publicity that's been in the paper with their one of their players. I kind of don't want to dig all the way into it, but I don't know if that's affecting that team or not. But TCU has been in some tough games, and I'm like, why are they in a tough game with this team? And they can't let that happen. They can't be in these tough games with they lost to Oklahoma State. And I'm not saying that Oklahoma State's not good, because if I'm correct, the Oklahoma State's number 24. And like I said, any of these ranked teams can win, but TCU is a way better team than what they're putting on. And Haley Van Lev is a lot better player than what she believes in. I don't know if she believes it herself or not, but she needs to play with that swagger and that confidence all the way through, and lead that team, because they're going to need her heavy in this tournament. Duke, just they've been exposed on the women's side of the ball. They just have been. I believe Kansas State has been. Also, they're just another one of those teams. I really like NC State and in the ACC. NC State, to me, is the strongest team in the ACC. I think they should be ranked above Duke. I do. I honestly do, because when they're clicking, they're tough. NC State can easily be in the top 10. Easily, without a doubt. They can easily be there in the top 10. They're just one of those teams, I think, that just I don't know. I can't really put put the words together for what NC State is doing and what they're not doing out on the court, but they should definitely be up there in the rankings, definitely without a doubt. Kentucky has been playing decent ball. Tennessee has been picking up. They're young. They have a young star, and I think they'll be back. If not this year, if they can't make a deep push this year, Tennessee, I don't think that maybe this will be their year. They'll probably win some games and some tough ones, but they're young and they'll be back. But Tennessee, they got the squad. Tennessee has the squad to get the job done. They have the squad to get the job done. I have no idea why they got 6 losses on their schedule at all. Tennessee, absolutely. Being in the SEC, I guess, is very tough. Somebody has to win or lose, and the SEC is absolutely balling. But when I'm looking at the women's Kentucky team and especially Tennessee team, there's no that they have the squad up and down and some of the bench players. I think that's their only weakness is their bench is a little iffy, right? But other than that, then you got Oklahoma at 16 at 20-6, West Virginia at 17 at 21-5, Alabama at 18, 21-6, Baylor at 24-5 at number 19. Number 20, Georgia Tech, 21-6. Number 21, Maryland at 21-6. Number 22, Michigan State at 19-7. Number 23, Creighton at 22-4. Number 24, Oklahoma State at 22-5. Number 25, Illinois at 21-6. A lot of the same team. I would say, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, to sum it all up, any one of these 25, any one of these teams can get a hot in this tournament, get it together, come up with the right game plan scheme. As long as they're playing, everybody has to play as a team to win these games. And on the women's side, you got to play together as a team to win and to be able to advance in this tournament. This tournament is going to be very good on the men's and women's side. At March Madness, I think it's going to be good, really good, because it's going to be competition. It's going to be competition and close games. I like that. It should be. It's been, after the initial first round, I think we'll start seeing from that point on. I think we'll be seeing some ball games that maybe you be like, wow, how did that happen? Or how did they, play them like that? Because you're going to see that. Believe it or not, you're going to see that. But yeah, like that's why from number 1 to number 7 on the women's side, from Notre Dame to LSU, that's what makes those teams different than a lot of the others, is because they play as units. They play well together. They rebound well, play tough defense, and those teams are going to be absolutely tough to take out. Very tough to take out. Now, who would be the number 8 team to get up in there? Who would be the 8th team to get up in there? Because some of these teams are going to have to play each other in the tournament, but who's going to be that 8th team? Now, I think it should be TCU. But like I said, UNC's been playing together like no other on the women's side basketball. But y'all let me know what you think. Ladies, let me know who y'all think is a heavy favorite in this tournament. I rode with Notre Dame, but y'all let me know what y'all think about what I said, And if I'm on the side, if you agree or you disagree, and why do you agree or why do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know how I give it up. You pray for me. I pray for y'all. Peace, y'all.